Good morning, Bella Vista. It's time to be in the know again. And let me tell you, there's a lot going on right now. I am with Tom Judson, who I'm usually with on this program because he is just full of knowledge. Right, Tom?
I try and be.
Yeah. So what's going on right now? I think we're really proud to be here in Bella Vista, right?
Absolutely. I mean, the best place to live in the nation.
I
mean, it's outstanding. All this stuff, and this is the best time of year. I mean, it's a little bit hot, but all the pools are open. The lakes are busy. People are playing pickleball, tennis, golf is going crazy with the number of people playing golf. It's just, we're just busy everywhere. So it's just a great time to live in Bella Vista.
You know what I love most about Bella Vista is the diversity. I mean, if you don't want to do this, then there are 27 other things you can do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. There's always something to do. I did a lake swim on Saturday. My wife kayaked, and you know, we have so much that you can do. You know, golf, everything.
And the restaurants.
And the restaurants.
I love the restaurant. Oh, I got to tell you this. I love it. We were at the Tanyard Creek Practice Center the other day. Actually, we're doing a little promo, really, and an outdoor show about that. And there is a new drink on the menu that's a specialty.
Really?
Guess what it's called?
I have no idea.
Transfusion.
Transfusion.
You know, it almost sounds Halloween-y or something, but it's really good.
Well, I tell you what, Tanyard Creek is just crazy busy. I mean, we're just constantly busy. We're setting all-time records there. The community has just embraced that new facility.
And the cave is active. There were just all kinds of people in there, and so it's fun. It's fun. Okay, so what do we got going on here?
Well, so I was asked to share, you know, we're going to share our favorite anecdotes on what we personally like to do the most. So what do you, I'm going to ask you the question. What is your favorite thing to do in Bella Vista?
Drink transfusions at the Tanyard. No, just kidding. No, I just, well, walking a lot of the trails. I like the trails.
Very good.
The fact that I do live on one of the golf courses, even though right now you're just growing grass there, it's still beautiful.
Absolutely.
The sunsets, the fact that there's, you can, with all the common property around most everything, you know, I can't even see my neighbor in the summertime. And I like him, he's great. And in fact, his music is awesome. It comes across the ravine. But I like the fact that it's kind of rural, but not.
Yeah, it's just an outstanding place to live.
Yeah.
And then my favorite place is the Gear Garden. I just love going there. I love hanging out under the tree canopy. You know, I've said this before. Alice and I will park, go on a bike ride, and then come back, and then have a nice beer at the end. And we'll invite friends and family, and it's just an outstanding way to enjoy a Saturday or Sunday.
Absolutely. So I think we like it here, don't you?
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay. But on that, we got to keep it going.
Okay.
And part of that is we need the assessment increase to go through.
We do. And can we remind people again, you know, kind of the cliff notes, why that's important to us?
Well, a couple of different things. So first of all, we're at 33.3% of the vote. We got to get to 50% for the vote to count. So we're heading in the right direction. August 19th is the end. And so if you haven't yet voted, please do so. That's really important. Everybody's vote counts, and participation is very important.
It's critical.
Yeah, yeah. But and then if you want additional information regarding the assessment vote, please go online to bellavistapoa.com. There's a ton of information, FAQs, videos, just brochures, everything that you need to know about the assessment increase. And
there's some really good information on why.
Absolutely.
That this is important, not just because we want money. It's there's a really good reason.
Well, we need to keep it, you know, all the wonderful things that we've mentioned, we need to keep them going.
And we're getting new people all the time, so those amenities need to accommodate not only us, but all the new folks that are coming along.
Absolutely. You know, people talk about that sometimes. Well, you know, you have all these new people moving in. They're bringing in additional revenue. and expenses because they're all using our amenities. So there's two sides to each coin.
That's right. Okay, so what else is happening?
Not much. You said you had some questions for me.
Well, I just want to. Oh, don't take this personally. This is not about you.
Okay.
Okay. I want to give the POA a huge compliment, and I'm very proud that the F&B folks have decided that the 10% off on certain days for certain charities at the restaurants, and I believe there's one coming up on tomorrow,
Yeah.
the 30th, which will be past what we're talking about here. But it's important because 10% of the lunch and the dinner that day will go to a very worthy cause.
Absolutely.
And that's the the Bella Vista History Museum, who's trying to raise funds to expand their operation and include all the history that's happened. So go out, support that, and thank you for that.
And that's supporting it is the important part.
Right.
Not only for the charity, but it's a partnership
Right.
with the charity and the POA.
Yes.
The charity can't be sitting there and they can't do nothing and then just expect a check.
That's right.
They have to participate. They have to get their membership, their participants, their patron, whatever it is. They got to bring them because it's got to make sense for the POA. It's got to make sense for the charity. And so, like the museum they're blasting out information
They
to
are.
try and get an increase in sales for that day, which helps them and then it helps the POA. It's a partnership.
You may need more food, you know.
I'm okay
The
with
food
that.
is good.
I'm okay.
Really good. So, but okay, that was one thing. The other thing I wanted to talk to you about, or to let you know about, that we appreciate, and that is the charitable. I always say this wrong, Tom. The golf tournament that gives back to
Golf
the
for charity.
Golf. I should know that by now.
Yeah.
Golf for Charities, and that's a partnership between the foundation, the Bella Vista Foundation, and the POA,
Yes,
and that's coming up.
that's coming up, and it's where we donate all the green fees on that day to the foundation, which then distributes it to, I think it's 5 selected Bella Vista charities, and we're going to have a live auction,
Oh, and that.
or a silent auction. Silent auction.
But the live part is the wine tree.
And we have the wine tree and so forth. So this is now, one misconception is this is not a golf tournament. It's just a day of play. So if you're a golfer, come out and play. Let's get as many golfers as possible to participate, because a portion of every player goes, 100% of the green fee goes
All
to
courses.
charities. All the golf courses. And if you're a member and you have an annual membership, we've done a calculation based upon how many average rounds a member plays and what their annual is. And so we donate that portion also if you play that day. So you have, whether you're a member that has an annual, great, come out and play. If you're a guest, well, guests are going to bring in more money. So bring your buddies.
That's right.
And we're asking you to play golf, and all the money goes to great causes.
Thank you. So thank you for both of those things.
Absolutely. And then the last thing regarding charity is we have the Charitable Giving Committee has been meeting. We do an annual donation of $25,000 that gets distributed to Bella Vista charities, and so they're going to come out with their announcements in August.
Okay.
And so very exciting on that. So charity is an important part of the POA also.
Absolutely, it is. Okay, what do we have events coming up? Do we have anything?
We
going
have
on?
some fun events. So I'm just going to talk about this coming weekend, August 1st through the 3rd at the Gear Garden, my favorite place. On Friday, you have Crazy Willie's ice cream, and I think the weather is supposed to be a little cooler on Friday, so that's nice. Chicken Lele is going to be there. On Saturday, it is Family Day. Ice cream again with Crazy Willie's, Chicken Lele, and Balloon Twister from 3 to 5. Kind of fun.
Yeah.
And Jazz Sunday. Crazy Willie's again, Chicken Lele, Fuegos, Holy Moly mini donuts. If you haven't had donuts and beer before, it's an interesting combination, but it works. And then music with Brandon Mazzello. I probably destroyed his name. And that's from 4 to 7. So come on out, enjoy. Looks like it's a little bit cooler temperatures, so it's going to be outstanding at the Gear Garden.
Okay, all right.
Ride your bike in.
Sure. What else? Anything else?
That's it. That's all I got.
That's it?
You know, check the calendar. We got tons of other events coming our way in August. Very busy time of year for us.
Yeah, be sure you go out and look at the webpage. There's a lot of stuff out there.
And if you haven't yet done it, make sure you sign up for our e-newsletter. You can do that by going onto our website at bellavistapoa.com.
Yep. Okay, so I think we have a special guest coming up.
Graham is coming up, and my last message is vote, vote, vote. Don't forget to vote. That's the most important thing.
And we're back. And we have the pleasure now of talking with Graham, who is the Director of Golf Maintenance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Happy to be here.
Nice to see you again.
I was here, it was my third day on the job, April of 2024. So Tom kind of threw me into the fire a little bit, but I'm happy to be back talking to you today.
Well, that's what we do around here to see if you can, hang in there.
Right.
And you did.
Yeah, well, I'm still here. So.
Well, and here's the really cool thing about you, I think, is you're bringing a little bit of science to the golf course maintenance.
Right.
Tell us about that.
Sure. Well, they say grass growing is just as much as an art as it is a science. I think there certainly is a lot of art to it. And when I say that, I guess I mean there's a lot of feel to it, right? There's obviously there's a lot of research that goes into turf grass management, but there is also the science or the art piece, which is kind of your knowledge, experience, and how that has maybe how you've navigated through your career and the things you've experienced, and then how you can apply it moving forward and on some of that some of the problems we encounter. So, and right now, with as hot as it is and as humid as it is, certainly we're seeing some stressed areas on some of our bent grass green golf courses, but on other pieces like the Bermuda grass tees, fairways, and rough, we're seeing phenomenal growth and really good conditions. So there is no one way. After over 20 years of doing this, I've figured out there's no cookie cutter one way to do things. Everyone has a different way to do it, and in many ways successfully. So.
Yeah. What is the maintenance going on early in the morning on the golf courses? It's not mowing because, or is it?
Yeah, in a lot of cases it is. Bella Vista, we have a lot of shotguns, so 8 a.m. shotguns, and we have to get out ahead of those, ahead of play and mow the greens or roll the greens, whichever practice we're doing to the greens that day. We have to change the pin locations. We have to rake bunkers. Oftentimes we're mowing tees, fairways, rough. Mowing the turf, like summertime when you have the heat, all the grass is growing at a pretty fast rate. So we have to every week complete mowing on each area numerous times to keep the golf course aesthetic look that our members expect.
But I'm thinking kind of the Highlands. What?
Oh, the Highlands, right. So the zoysia grass, and we are, the zoysia grass is coming really good. Obviously the heat, it took a while to get here. We had a cool, wet spring, and even into early summer through June was cool and a lot of rain. However, in July it got very hot, and the heat has continued, and we've been seeing some great growth this month on the zoysia grass sprigs that we planted back in March of this year.
Okay.
And we are mowing the turf actually twice a week right now.
Oh, okay.
So it's growing at a very fast
Oh,
rate.
okay.
And so
Okay.
we're mowing it with our fairway mowers and making it kind of spread out. As you mow the zoysia grass down, it has a tendency to want to spread across the ground by stolons and stems. And so that will cause a all of our fairways to fill in and become a continuous surface of turf.
Do you do like I do in my yard, where you do it this way one time and this
Absolutely,
way another time?
yeah. And so the reason being on that is on most of the turf species that we grow on golf courses, they have a tendency to, if you only mow them in one direction, they will almost be trained to grow in one direction. So you want to alternate the direction of cut to reduce what we would call grain in the golf course industry.
So when's the Highlands opening again?
We have not set an open date. However, I am excited to announce a community tour on August 14th at 9 a.m.
Okay.
So we're
August 14th, 9 a.m. at the Highlands.
Yeah, we'll meet at the clubhouse. We'll have golf carts available, I'm sure. Daryl and I and Tom will be leading the tour for anyone interested that would like to come out and see our progress, and we hope to announce an opening date soon.
Okay. Are you going to get, well, I know, I just love those little robot mowers that you have in various places. Are you going to kind of do those at all golf courses?
Well, that's, it's a newer technology.
Yeah.
And so we started demoing the technology last year. There was enough, there was other facilities around the country that have used it successfully to maintain a driving range. So after demos, we were comfortable trying the technology, and certainly it's done a good job at Tenyard Creek maintaining the area.
It's so quiet.
Right, it's all electric. There's, you don't hear it, you see it out there, but it can work 24 hours a day. There's no limit on when it can work. It has to return to its charging station to recharge, but all that's automated. And
it's kind of like a Roomba at your house.
Right, absolutely. And it's really nice. And it kind of, you don't think of as it's doing its job, you don't think about maintaining those areas anymore. So it's an interesting deal, because normally you would be thinking about scheduling, okay, what days can I get out there and mow and do all those things, and all that kind of goes away with these things. So it's a great technology. We are actually testing it on the country club right now. It's the robots at Tenyard actually go out to the country club on holes 7 and 8 and mow those fairways.
Does it know that by itself?
We have had to program it
Okay. It's like, wow, this is a little much.
Right. So all that is it's all with cellular GPS technology, and it's accurate to, they say, within 1 inch. So where you take it and map out these areas, they will be accurate to 1 inch of where you did that mapping. So it's pretty accurate. It has been pretty successful so far. I would say maybe the things that we would like to improve are the quality of cut, and we are doing some things to try to improve that. And if we can get that really good, I think we would be maybe willing to start taking it out into the golf courses. So in my mind, there's some things that we still have to work on a little bit, but maybe getting a little bit closer to feeling comfortable to the point we would want to bring that out onto a golf course and let that be the primary way we're maintaining the turf on the courses.
So what are your maintenance going forward? You get this zoysia grass in there, you get it all night. What's happening next?
Well, we would hope, we're going to certainly propose, I think, to do another golf course next year. And if that gets approved by the board, we would move forward with the next one. I think we certainly learned some things. This was the first, we did a trial last year, and we bought the machines last winter, and then we did it ourselves in this planting, whereas we had contracted the previous one. So we learned some things in the process of planting that I think, we did some different things, and we've seen some better results in certain ways. So we would hope to improve the planting process, and yield better results, meaning faster grow-in times and that sort of thing, as in we would be improving that whole process. So I would hope that the next one would go even better, and maybe the third one, even better. So again, it's a bit of a learning process. It's certainly successful, and we're excited to open it up for our membership. It's going to be a great playing surface.
So help me understand the transition from summer to fall to winter. What happens?
Right, so we've got two different species of, sorts of turf. We have cool season turf, which is on our bent grass greens, that thrives in cooler weather. Spring and fall is when it is growing at its maximum growth potential.
Help me here. What's a bent grass?
That is a species of grass, and it's called bent grass.
Oh, that's its name.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a bent grass, and and there's multiple varieties within that species that are we've got different bent grasses on our greens, and that's the bent grass golf course greens are the Country Club, Highlands, Kingswood, and Dogwood, as well as Birchdale. So we've got the majority of our greens at Bella Vista are cool season turf bent grass, and at Scottsdale and on Brittany we have warm season Bermuda grass greens, and so that's a completely different process to maintain both of those grasses. So we have bent grass greens on these on all those golf courses that I mentioned, and we have fans, and you may see our maintenance team out there misting those greens in order to keep them cool and be able to survive the summer heat. Now on the Bermuda grass, it's completely different, right? That's the time. Summertime is when it is growing at its best. It has the best growth potential. So that's when it's really thriving, and you can do all sorts of maintenance practices that you would never dream of on the bent grass greens, because you would ultimately kill them. And so
I wish I could. It's getting into my flower beds.
really,
like
the
crazy.
Bermuda grasses.
Oh, yes.
Okay. Well, I've got some products you can try there.
Oh.
However, so as we transition from summer to fall, our bent grass greens thrive. We are putting our Bermuda grass greens, what you would say, to bed. As they get into fall and early winter, you start getting the first few frosts on the ground, and they actually go dormant and brown.
Right.
And then as it gets very cold, we cover those greens in order to protect them from the winter cold, which can actually kill them. So we've got different seasons, different grasses we're working with, different problems for all of them, and also different times that they thrive. So we do different things to prepare the Bermuda grass tees, fairways, and roughs. So we're fertilizing those areas as we enter the fall with certain nutrients to try to build up the carbohydrate reserves, so they can withstand the wintertime cold temperatures a little bit better. We cover some tees, even some approaches, areas that are prone to the north winds and a cold front. In wintertime, we'll actually cover those areas with a tarp to protect them, not unlike what you would do with a shrub that you may be worried about in wintertime with a real cold snap coming through. You may cover that. We do the same thing with our turf. So
Man, that's a lot of work, Grant.
it is. And we're busy year round.
It
keeps us
sounds
busy
like you
year-round.
enjoy it, though. I
Yeah,
mean,
we love it. Yeah. I
yeah.
mean, you don't get into this business, you don't last in this business if you don't really like what you're doing every day.
Yeah.
The nice thing about golf course maintenance is there's, I think, especially on the superintendent level, your day really revolves around problem solving. So that's what really keeps you interested. There's so many different problems that can arise any given day. You don't know what they're going to be, but that's what keeps you engaged and working hard every day. So.
You know what? You need to come back more often, because I learned a couple of things
Good.
today, for sure. And I want to talk to you about those products after
sure.
this. So, anything you'd like to say before we leave?
Hopefully we'll see everybody up at the Highlands on August 14th at 9 a.m.
Okay. I'll be there.
Yeah.
I might be on the 8th hole watching you, but I'll be there.
All right.
Thank you, everybody. You're now in the know one more time. We'll see you next month.